Hello class and welcome back to our video review lectures. This one will be pages 65 to 70 and exercise 3B. So we're continuing with these ideas of facts to support our inferences, premises to support our conclusions. Pages 65 and 66 discuss summaries and the importance of summarizing other people's ideas. Um, they give you specific guidelines when writing a summary. I think they're very helpful. The guidelines 1 through 6 on the bottom of 65 and the top of 66. In many ways, I think they'll help you continue to develop your rhetorical précis in a manner that it's reflective, of your understanding of the rhetorical strategies, the articles and essays that you choose to write those précis on are incorporating. So we then have, the example summary of could it be the video games are good for kids, which you will read in the future there from page 86 on 66. So you can see how they kind of incorporate these ideas of providing facts to support their claims with the summary. It's very important. The essay on page 67, AP courses mounting burden, declining benefit, very specifically is talking about whether or not AP courses are actually a good thing or if there are unintended consequences in some ways or unforeseen results or consequences that actually lead us to believe that maybe it's best to drop them and eliminate the competitive pressure and failure anxieties that students deal with. So whenever there's sample essays in the book, I think they're very effective in that they help you understand thesis, support, overall structure, how to provide those facts. And I think that the summary on page 66 does a good job of recognizing the facts to support the claims, and the essay on page 67 does a good job of presenting those facts to support those claims. That leads us to exercise 3E. And the main focal point here on pages 68 and 69 is the distinction between an argument and an explanation. An argument is when you present your reasons for a conclusion. You present premises to support the conclusion. You present facts to support your inferences. In an explanation, you're clarifying what has happened. You are presenting the facts, but you're not necessarily presenting them to support your inference or your conclusion. It's more of an informative piece of writing rather than a persuasive piece of writing. The important thing is that you need to have facts to explain your arguments. If you felt in essay 1, Mrs. Mallard died of ironic joy, that Luis was actually sad to see him, you need to provide facts from the story to support that. That's your argument. And then you explain why by looking at the point of view, the plot, the character development, the milieu of the time, right? Symbolism, figures of speech. All those facts help you to explain your argument about the story of an hour. In essay number 2, whatever the claim is that you want to make about your poem, and start with the question, what's the point of the poem? Consider the title, consider the last lines, make sure you have facts to explain your argument about that piece of literature. And I think a good way to help to clarify the important distinction between arguments and explanations is by completing 3E. So hopefully everybody takes a moment and has page 69 open in front of them, refreshes with 3E. You'll notice, right, the first one is an explanation. It's not making an argument, it's just listing the facts, right? About why they're doing what they're doing. They're explaining such cooperation between respective participants with different agendas. What is that? Rogerian strategy, right there. Rogerian argument. This idea of having empathy and meeting in the middle and recognizing that a mutually beneficial situation, a win-win, is better than a I'm right, you're wrong. Right? Look at that last sentence. Such cooperation between respective participants with different agendas is a worthwhile step in the fracking debate. They're explaining why they're getting together and trying to come to a mutually beneficial solution with regard to fracking. They're explaining what the different uh, energy companies, environmental organizations, and philanthropic foundations are doing to make it a more collaborative effort and work together. Explanation. The second excerpt is an argument. I mean, look at the first sentence. There's the judgment right there. Fracking for gas has not reduced America's dependence on foreign oil, as we don't use natural gas in our cars or oil to produce electricity, right? And then they go on to explain with facts why they feel their argument is logical. So hopefully, after reviewing pages 60 to 64, 65 to 70, you're feeling more confident about recognizing the dangers of hidden assumptions and distinguishing between explanations and arguments. Thank you for your patience. As always, let me know if you have any questions. And stay tuned. More to come.